Oh, 100%. I've got to say it. It's got to be Mal. You know, their relationship is lovely and they're equals. They look out for each other. Has he gone?
He's gone.
I just want to let you guys know that you all absolutely crushed it as your characters. I read the books in preparation for this series, and it was just such a delight to watch all your characters come to life. And Jessie, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but from Jessie's perspective, who do you think that Alina fits best with?
So no pressure.
Oh, 100%. I've got to say it. It's got to be Mal. You know, their relationship is lovely and they're equals. They look out for each other. Has he gone?
He's gone.
I knew it. Because while, you know, Kerrigan, the Darkling, you know, very much appeals to one side of Alina. You know, there's the part of her that wants to be powerful and, you know, can feel their connection and stuff. I think in terms of, you know, I'm all about get someone who treats you right, and Mal treats Alina so well, and he really, really, really loves her. And I just want what's best for my girl. And that happens to be right now, that happens to be Mal.
I'm 100% team Mal as well, incidentally.
I eventually was team Mal too, but I will say I was shipping Alina and the Darkling in book one. I gotta be honest.
I get it. Why not? You know, she's a young girl. She's exploring different avenues. Why not? Take a walk on the wild side.
Oh, I like that.
What are you doing here?
I'll make it.
In the books, we do get this first person perspective through Alina's eyes. As a result, we don't know that Mal has loved her since childhood as well. We don't get to see that. Archie, what did that mean for you in the series to see that we get to see Mal's side of things? And did that change the way that you approach him approaching this relationship?
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited that we were going to get to see each character's kind of point of view. When I was reading the first book and I'm reading it knowing that I'm going to play Mal, I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? How's he feeling? What's he doing at this point? You know? So then reading the actual scripts, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, this is good. And people are going to connect with this and hopefully feel what he's going through and go on this journey with him and empathize with him. And, you know, hopefully it gives our audience the chance to understand the character a bit better.
We can let this one go, Cass.
Sounds like a trap, anyway.
A trap would sound easy. This is something else.
Freddie, the way you embodied Kaz was just so spot on. I'm very curious to know, when Hugh Lowry starred on House and he had to walk with a cane and pretend to have a limp, he actually sustained like real life injuries from having to pretend that he was injured. Did you have any physical discomfort having to portray that with Kaz?
I had actually read about that, and two people, when I was telling them about the project, sent me an article about Hugh Laurie. So Hugh is sort of, you know, the warning sign to us all. I just made sure that I stretched a lot afterwards and kind of looked after myself. So touch wood, you know, nothing untoward happened.
Good. We want you to play Kaz, but we want you to be safe. Kit, Jasper was so much more fun on screen than I could have ever imagined, and I loved him in the books. His shooting skills were so impressive. Talk to me about the practice and what you had to go through in order to portray that on screen.
Thank you. I'm glad that it worked. I wasn't a natural with it. It definitely took a lot of practice. And I was originally given a couple of prop pairs on day one after we all arrived in Budapest. And I tried to spin it, dropped it, smashed, and they all told me it was the only pair they had. But then they gave me another pair, and I just went home and was continually practicing, trying to get them to go forwards and backwards. And then eventually over time, they just became like an extension of my arms, and I was constantly just using them left, right, and center. I carry them with me everywhere. I've still got them.
Here's what I don't get.
We're gonna be here all night.
Rude.
Amita, you absolutely crushed it as Inej. Your knife skills to that amazing aerial silk stunt to just sneaking around the entire show. What was the most challenging new skill that you learned, and then the most exciting skill?
Oh, first of all, thank you for such kind words. When I was cast as Inej and I find out what she is capable of, I hadn't really ever been to the gym before. I have had terrible fitness and no flexibility, nothing at all. And I said to myself, I wouldn't do her justice if I didn't put in the training, even though, you know, we have a stunt doubles and my God, we had an incredible stunt team. So I did do a lot of training. I went to the gym, I worked on my fitness. I started building my gardens up here. And in terms for the aerial silk, I had no prior experience. In the first session, I couldn't barely hold myself up. I couldn't do anything. But luckily, by the time we came to filming that scene and the training that I had put in, I could hold down a basic routine. But all the cool stuff that you see, that was my incredible stunt double. Another challenging thing was that, you know, everything in Six of Crows is a prequel to what you see in Shadow and Bone. So this is all new stuff. And for me, it was really important to find the beginning of Inej, of who she is and who she is going to become. And I wanted to find that character journey and the choices that she makes and the relationship she creates with Kaz and Jesper. It was such a brilliant, bloody experience. I will never forget it.
There are no others like us, and there never will be.